Another short video I'm going to do here about It Can't Happen Here by Sinclair Lewis, not to be confused with Upton Sinclair. It Can't Happen Here was written in the late 30s, and it is about the United States turning into essentially a totalitarian regime. This book, out of all the dystopian fiction that's out there right now, is probably most, well, you can tell by the cover even, is most applicable to what is going on in our country right now. And really, it describes Trump pretty well to a T. The character in here that becomes president is named Buzz Windrup. And his policies are very similar to the types of policies that Mr. Trump was putting out. Appealing to the middle class and, capping people's wealth and all sorts of different things that are in this novel. It is an excellent book. This copy, this book is not that well known. My copy actually came from an authority on Sinclair Lewis, which is Dr. Sally Perry from Illinois State University. She gave me this years and years ago, almost 2 decades ago. She was my advisor on campus, and she runs the Sinclair Lewis, what is it called now? The Sinclair Lewis, I don't know, Literary Association or whatever it is. It's some sort of group that's just devoted to the study of Sinclair Lewis's work. Anyways, so, this book, I've had this for years. I've actually started rereading it. It's just the applicability of it is ridiculous. I mean, I love dystopian fiction, everything from 1984 to Swastika Night to The Handmaid's Tale to, Huxley's work like Brave New World Revisited, of course, Animal Farm. Ecotopia. There's so many of these types of dystopian novels out there. This is an outstanding one because it really, really applies, of course, to the United States. This is not based on a Soviet model. It's not based on a, fascist Mussolini regime or Nazi Germany. It's based on the U.S.'s, culture and society. And again, it is very, very freaking accurate. I think the best thing that it depicts is how this gentleman, Buzz, gets into power. And it shows really well the hypocrisy of United States culture and belief systems. I was debating with somebody, not debating, but commenting. They commented about communism and how, it's not communism's fault. It's not their fault. There's never been a true communist country, blah, blah, blah. And then another guy had said that it was capitalism has done the same thing. It's enslaved people. It's murdered, destroyed countries, toppled governments, et cetera, et cetera. Does that mean that's capitalism's fault? And I would have to say, the whole secret to what the problems are with our world don't necessarily hinge on the ideologies, but on human nature. And that seems to be something that people don't want to admit to, that human nature is at fault and not necessarily our ideologies. Humans are a very superficial creature overall and are easily manipulated by self-interest, etc., etc., etc. So anyway, so to me, none of these systems are ever going to work as long as we have humans involved. And obviously, systems are designed by and for humans. And so we probably never will ever have a time in our history as a race where things will be ever perfect or even close to perfect. So anyways, so if you get a chance, guys, highly recommend It Can't Happen Here, Sinclair Lewis. Again, pick it up if you get a chance. It's a really good book. And, if you're tired of people talking about 1984, this book, again, is much more relevant to us as part of the American experience. All right, check it out when you get a chance. It Can't Happen Here, Sinclair Lewis. Alvarado, out.